I'm going to take this opportunity to discuss a very common and burning issue today, that is domestic violence. As I've said before, it's a very common issue. That is, domestic violence is not something which is unknown to us. But definitely in this current situation, that is current COVID-19 pandemic situation, definitely it has gained a lot of relevance. So I'm here to discuss a few aspects of domestic violence. To begin with, what is meant by domestic violence? If I look at the dictionary that is provided by Google, I'll say that domestic violence is a violence which is committed by someone in the very known spectre of ourselves. This includes partners or ex-partners, and not only the male counterparts, but the violence that we get inflicted by our sisters, our parents, or anyone who is closely associated or connected with the family or staying in the family. So I am here to discuss a few aspects of domestic violence. Let me begin with that there are a few legislations which have been incorporated recently in protection of women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. Let me tell you that domestic violence is a criminal offence, and if anyone commits this violence, he or she is definitely susceptible to imprisonment. So now to begin with, what kind of abuses can be termed or called domestic violence? To begin with, I'll start with, to begin with, there is verbal abuse. Now, what is verbal abuse? Say, for example, someone threatens you or intimidates you verbally. It will also include name calling. That is, calling all sorts of unnecessary and wrong names, which is not right to be called. Those are all verbal abuses. Then there is emotional abuse. Emotional abuse includes criticizing constantly, whether it is right or wrong, but no one can criticize you constantly and more so unnecessarily. Then displaying extreme jealousy, publicly humiliating, isolating the partner, and domination. All these fall under emotional abuse. Then there is financial abuse. Suppose someone else is controlling your money forcefully. That falls under financial abuse. It is my money and I am here to take decision about how to spend the money. But if I am not being able to do that forcefully by someone else who is taking control or charge of my money, that is definitely counted within the sphere of financial abuse. Then concealing joint assets, that is assets which belong to both. Suppose the husband and the wife, they are both jointly the holder of a particular locker in the bank, or they both jointly hold any sort of assets. But if my husband or if my partner is not allowing me to get hold or make use of that asset, definitely that is a sort of financial abuse. Then another form is keeping the other impoverished. That is, if my partner is not providing food to me and keeping me impoverished in some way or the other, then that definitely also falls within the purview of financial abuse. Another thing which we definitely always never give that much importance is using partner's money without consent. That is, without letting the other person know. If I take his money and make use of it, then that is definitely a sort of financial abuse. Next, there is physical abuse. Obviously, it is most common, and it includes any sort of physical ill treatment. Suppose pushing, slapping, hitting, kicking, then pulling hair, biting, using weapons, any sort of physical abuse. This is definitely calls for judicial intervention, and this falls within the domestic violence purview. Then there is sexual abuse. Definitely, whenever we think of sexual abuse, definitely the first thing that comes to our mind is rape. Definitely rape is the most important thing, but apart from that, if anyone attacks physically the sexual parts of another person, that is equally not right and calls for maybe judicial intervention if it goes to that extent. Then there is forcing the partner to perform sexual acts. This is not something which is uncommon. This is quite common now, and it is gaining momentum with the passing of each day, where a particular partner is, and usually the victim is a lady who is pushed by his husband, mostly her husband, to perform different sexual acts. So all these, that is verbal abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse, physical abuse and sexual abuse, all these fall within the purview of domestic violence. As I have already stated, domestic violence definitely is a criminal offence, and very serious in type though. So it is sometimes, if we take proper steps, it becomes very difficult for someone to escape a criminal conviction from domestic violence charge. So if you are facing any such violence in your home please be courageous enough, pick up the courage, be brave, and face it, because it's something that you should raise your voice at, and you should also help others if they are facing similar type of violence or such. So I felt that this is a very serious issue now, and especially because people have become mostly confined in their households. So domestic violence are on the rise. So please feel free, if you need any help, we are here in INA to help you out, and definitely let other people know that we are here. And if you are suffering, be brave enough, as I had stated, raise your voice and help others as well. And if you cannot come out of this yourself, then definitely do contact us. We'll be happy to help you and pull you out of all such violence and problems.